Hey everybody, welcome to Collectibles Chat Sunday night edition. I want to thank you guys for being here. Thanks so much for being over on Facebook and on Zoom. We had a busy week, and if you've probably noticed, hopefully you've noticed, I've been posting on the YouTube channel about every single day, but there's one day missing every week, and that seems to be Saturday because Saturday has been probably the busiest day of my week. I've usually have a card show on Saturday. This weekend was no exception to that. A wonderful card show in Stanley, North Carolina. I hope you guys had the ability to get out and check it out. One of the things I loved so much about this card show was the fact that most of the vendors there were people that I will normally buy from. And I think that is fantastic. I enjoyed hanging out with these guys and just having a really good time. Um, had some good sales at the show as well, and very pleased about that. But most important, it was just talking with people who came by, enjoying the hobby with some people. I talked to a ton of people, which is this is kind of odd at a show, but I talked to a lot of people who were brand new. I mean, like had just started collecting in the past week or the past month. And sometimes I see that and sometimes I don't. But yesterday there was a good many that were like that. So that was pretty fun. Also, got to trade a little bit, which was fun. Some kids who just wanted to keep walking around and trading cards, and sometimes the trades don't go necessarily in my favor, but that's okay because this is a 7 or 8 year old kid, and they're super excited. Probably the highlight of my day was this little girl who had come with her parents and she just kept staring into the case, and I kept wondering what in the world is she looking at. I had already given her and her brother some cards, and because I always carry some cards just to give away and stuff, and it's fun. But she kept staring in the case, and her dad was ready to leave. The brother had already left, and she just would not move. And I kept wondering, what in the world is she doing? And then it hit me. I realized that she was looking at this card that I had just got. I had just put it in the case yesterday, obviously for the show, but I had just got it like a couple of days before, and it came with a lot of other sports cards that I get. I normally don't collect this type of card, but this was I think her name was Elisa Liu, and she is a figure skater who actually, I think, medaled out at the Olympics this year and did very well. And it was a really nice looking card. I think there's two variations. One's like in a pink dress and one's in a blue dress. This was in a blue dress. And I had it in the case, and it wasn't, a super expensive card. But I realized what she was looking at, and I said, is that what you're looking at? Would you like that card? And she said, uh-huh, uh-huh. And I gave her the card. And as soon as I gave her the card, she bolted out of there. I mean, she's like, thank you, and then took off. And she went running over, I guess, to her mom and showed her the card and stuff. So that made my day. It was pretty fun to see that. So great show, first show that they had ever done at First Baptist in Stanley. And the youth director of that church talked to the youth director, talked to the pastor. That is an up and coming church, growing, it seems like, and just excited about all the stuff they've got going on. What was super exciting about the show is all the money that they raised went to the youth. Went to the youth at that church. And that included all my fees that I had to pay to have a table or two tables. I had two tables there. It included all the door fees because I think they probably charged $5 to get in for adults. And even they had Phil Ford there from Carolina, um, old school basketball player at Carolina, who gave his testimony and also signed autographs. And I think he charged like $20 a piece to sign autograph, which if you have anything signed today, other than like at a Major League Baseball field or baseball park, you're going to pay something. And $20 is cheap. I mean, most of the time you're paying, 50, 60, $100. And even if you send off cards to have them grade or have them signed by the players, you're paying their fee, whatever that is. Um, and not only did Phil Ford sign all of these items, but he also gave that money back to the church, to the youth department. So the youth hopefully did well yesterday. They fed us at lunch, which was unheard of. I mean, I've had it happen at another show before and it's been great, but this was a really good show. Um, one of my best shows of the year as far as getting to talk to people and making good contacts and just had a great time. So that was all fun. I want to show you some of the things I got from the show this week, but and also got another package yesterday, so I'll show you some of that as well. I think we're going to open some packs tonight. I've got if we have time, I've got some of the 1990 Upper Deck. This is the second year of Upper Deck, so of course, Chase card in there still King Griffey Jr. Those cards have really shot up in value. Obviously, his rookie in '89 is a lot more valuable. There are probably about 10 eras, 10 or 15 eras in this collection. And those cards are worth a good bit. One is a Don Mattingly, one's a Scott Garrett's, I believe. Um, I think one of the Ken Griffey Jr. cards has got an era in it as well. So we'll open some of those tonight if we have time. But I want to get to some of these cards that I picked up at the show and kind of want to show you guys what I got. So before I do that, though, a little bit of housekeeping. There is another show this week, and this is the big one. So this is Hickory, North Carolina. It's at the Metro Convention Center, right there below Carrabba's and I think Outback's at the top of the road. So you can't miss it. It's down there on that street. And this is the show that they have in conjunction with the toy show. Now, I have heard there is some changeover in that organization a little bit, which is okay. It should be fine. But I know those shows in the past have been really big, and I know that they have a toy version of the show as well going on. So a lot of toys, a lot of collectible toys. People come just for those most of the time. And then in the past, they've had two rooms where a room full of sports cards or cards. Pokemon will be in there too. One Piece will probably be in there. Any of the TCG stuff. In the other room, they've had toys. I heard that they were going to put them all together in one big room. So we'll see. I think the room that they're going to use this time is probably double the size of what they've been using, so that might make sense. But everything will be there at the Metro Convention Center. I think it's $5 to get in. Usually they have somebody there big, like signing autographs, like a few years ago, or I guess it was last year. Last year I went there as a buyer just to look, and Sergeant Slaughter walked right by me, which I thought was pretty cool. If you know any wrestling, old school wrestling stuff, Sergeant Slaughter just walked right by me. And then he was signing autographs. His autographs were around $100. They were pretty expensive, but it should be a really good show. A lot of people. If you plan on coming, which I hope you do, I hope you're up there. Give yourself a couple hours because you'll want to look around. The first time I ever went to that show was last January, I think. So it hasn't been that long ago. And I was there for about 3 hours and didn't feel like I got through much of anything. Didn't even get to the toys. So that kind of tells you a little bit how big that show actually is. Um, but hopefully you will come up there to that show. And then, drum roll, I am thinking about doing my first Whatnot show. I'm not 100% sure, but here's what we're working on right now. If you guys can see this, May 13th, that's a Wednesday night. It's not this Wednesday, it's next Wednesday, May 13th. I'm thinking about doing my first Whatnot show. So we'll see. We'll see. Last time I got ready to do Whatnot, it something happened. It just got busy and I wasn't able to complete the show or start the show even. I had it all set up and ready to go. And we're going to see how this works. I'm pretty busy right now. So we're going to see if it's possible or not. But if so, it's going to be on May 13th. I'll tell you more about it throughout the week and next week as well. Okay, you guys want to jump into looking at some of the stuff I got yesterday? I'm gonna flip over real quick to the other camera. Let's see if I can get it pulled up real quick. And uh, hold on. Okay, bear with me just one second. We've got to fix this camera a little bit. It's not looking right. It is needs to be cleaned a little bit, I guess. Let's see what we can do here. See if this will work a little bit better. Okay. Mm, there we go. Much better, much better. Okay. So we've got a bag to open up. We'll go through that here in just a little bit. Um, Here's what I picked up at the show yesterday. Actually, I picked up this before the show. I got this probably online. I think I ordered it. BJ Emmons. Most of you guys may not know who in the world BJ Emmons is, but BJ, okay, this card, first of all, is 25 out of 150 or 149. It is an autograph. It's got a pretty cool autograph. BJ Emmons played high school at Freedom High School in Morganton, North Carolina. And he was up there in high school when um, I think maybe after I had left Morganton. But anyway, I thought this was a pretty cool card. If anybody local is interested in that, I will have it. Have no idea the value on that card right now. I have not looked it up, but when he had this card made, I have no idea what that logo is. The Folly. It's got I have no idea. There it is again. The foe. I don't know. I don't know. The autograph is guaranteed by Panini. His jersey. I'm at a loss on this one. I have no idea. I wish I could just, scan it. But there is BJ Emmons. Okay, so at this show yesterday, I picked up before it started. I just walked around a little bit. This beautiful, beautiful patch card. This is Sony Michelle. Of course, you guys know that I am a huge Georgia fan because I went to school there, but I thought the patch was really nice. And this is a Sony Michelle patch auto in the Georgia uniform National Treasures. So nice, nice card there. Also picked up another Sony Michelle. Let's see if I don't know if the camera can see all that or not, but there we go. 2018 Leaf clear autographs. This is like the acetate card. Sony Michelle Auto Gem Mint 10. Okay, nice. At the end of the day, this kid came around yesterday, probably 6 or 7 years old with his grandfather, which I thought was fantastic. I had seen his grandfather before. I think he's been at some of the shows, maybe with the grandson, but that's another wonderful story in itself. And he just wanted to trade these cards. He gave me 4 cards. He said, "Let me have something. I want to trade these 4 cards." And I honestly probably didn't want too many of them, but this Magic Johnson kind of caught my attention, and it's like a dollar card. But anyway, I traded him something big for it. He liked it. He was happy. He got what he wanted, which is fantastic. Picked up this and just super excited about this card. This is a Mike Trout stained glass. Now I have a Mike Trout graded. It's a Carolina blue background, which is a nice little insert. That I also have a Michael Trout, same guy, Mike Trout, um, in the minor league card, and now I've got this stained glass to go with it. So like that a lot. Picked up another Georgia card. Another young kid wanting to trade some. He happened to have this George Pickens in the Georgia uniform, and picked it up, which was nice. Here's some that I just got because of what they were. Um, a little bit older trade on this, an older guy who wanted to trade some of these, but he had a few things. So I just pulled some cards that he had. Baron Davis from the Hornets. I thought that was a really cool card. It's got like the basketball imprinted on here in white. Here's a nice Manny Machado um, tops. What is that? Tops players. Uh, two players. I don't know what that says, but laid out is what it says. So that's pretty cool. An old school Steelers safety, Mike Wagner, also picked up the Randy Moss. That might have been the first year. Yeah, the first year he went with the Raiders. He had been on the Vikings before that. Of course, I love Mike Smith, so I picked up this 90. It's very, very miscut. You can see it's even got somebody else's Andy Van Slyke's back on the card. So that card actually may be worth a little bit now. It's an 89 um, tops. I didn't even notice that on the back yesterday. You see how it's messed up there. Picked up old Prism Chrome Patrick Ewing. Got this one from a friend of mine. He actually gave me this card this morning, which I'm very thankful for. I have got a pretty good sized Ted Abernathy collection. Some of the cards that I've got, I've taken over to um, the Hall of Fame and stuff. But I like Ted Abernathy. He's local. Actually, that's Dallas, North Carolina. So he was born right here locally. Picked up a Nolan Smith because he played at Georgia. That's a purple shock. For all you Carolina hoops fans, this is Cody Zeller, Aldo. He played at Carolina and then went on to play at the Hornets. So that's pretty cool. Also got this Jonathan Mingo first impressions. I don't think he's with the Hornet or the Panthers anymore, but this is a patch auto, and that may be, yeah, that's an RPA. That's his rookie card as well. So rookie patch auto, which is nice. Um, got this one this morning. You guys remember the Expos? They don't have a team anymore, the Montreal Expos, but Gary Carter was the catcher for the Expos. Catchers don't get a lot of love in the Major League Baseball, except for Cal Raleigh this year. I mean, and last year he's done pretty well, but usually after the fact, they don't get a lot of appreciation. It's a tough, tough job, and the, most of them don't go to the hall, which is kind of neat. But Gary Carter, one of the few that is just a phenomenal player, and it's an 8.5, not that big of a card, but pretty nice little card, maybe about a $15 card. And then I picked up this yesterday. This one came at the show as well, the Conconopple Generation Now. This is a 10 2025 tops and nice, nice card there. Let's jump into this package. You gotta see that. I have to open it off the screen a little bit so it's not so big. I don't recall what's in here. I think there's some pretty big cards in here. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see what happens. It's so big. There's a package inside of a package. So we're down to package number two. A package inside of a package, and then probably another package inside of that. I've ordered from this guy before, and he packs really, really well. So I don't think today is any exception to that. We've got a little bit of tape on there. Okay, we're getting there. There is our stack of cards. So let's see what we've got. Oh, that's nice. Nice way to start because I sold some Jaden Daniels yesterday. This is a Jaden Daniels JD5 um numbers patch, number match. A lot of people call him JD5 because five's his number, but this is a number match. Not numbered, but numbers is the card. That was pretty cool. Okay. Now I did pay a little extra on these. Got this Nolan Smith card just because I like Nolan Smith and he went to Georgia, but then bought this one, and this one is sweet. This is Nolan Smith Auto Prime Signature. It's a nice looking card, and it is number 33 out of 50. That one's nice. We're gonna put that one right there. Picked up this another Jonathan Mingo old card from the Panthers. This was his rookie card in 2023. I don't, does he still play with the Panthers? I have no idea. I'll have to double check that. Here is Ted McMillan, the rookie card as well. Um, been selling a lot of Ted McMillan cards. Here is Nick Chubb, which also Georgia. I bought some good Georgia stuff in here, but beautiful Nick Chubb with the barbershop or the red, white, and blue. This one is not numbered, but really nice Nick Chubb. Also got this one. Now, the case is kind of messed up. It's not the most beautiful case. I'll put it in a new case, but look at this Concanapple Instinct, Hornets Instinct card. It is absolutely beautiful. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do right now. I want to show you guys a little trick. I'm gonna pull out a brand new mag case here. We're gonna take that Knuckle card. That is a beautiful card, so we're gonna be really careful with that. We're gonna take this Knuckle card and just lay it flat in there, and that does look a lot better, doesn't it? Nice, nice shine. And what I'm gonna show you is that sometimes when you put these in the mag cases like this, we'll put this one back together. Sometimes when you put these in the mag cases, you can, I don't know if you can hear that. You can kind of hear it moving a little bit. They will move. But here's the trick. So I buy these perfect fit sleeves and I get them off Amazon. Let me tell you where I get them from. Um, this is a company called, I don't know if you guys can see that, Alt Eagle. Alt Eagle. If you guys want to write that down. Perfect fit resealable sleeves for 35 point magnetic card holders. Okay. So I buy these. They slide right in. They are exactly what they say with a perfect fit. And you can't even really tell. I mean, but you can tell up here in the corners, but it protects the card. Not only does it protect the card, but it also keeps it from moving. The only thing that's crazy about it is the little stickers on there that the syllable stickers, and I'm gonna put that Nolan Smith in one as well. These right here will stick to your fingers and all over the place. So let's put the Nolan Smith in there, and I'll probably put that Nick Chubb in there as well. But that's a little tip. I've had these magnet cases here that unfortunately after a while they get scratched up, and if one drops, if it falls, then they have issues. They come out, they hurt your cards. But now this right here is just perfectly put in there. It will not move at all. These cards aren't going to go anywhere, so I'm happy about that. Okay, picked up this Devin Funchess patch. I don't think he does play with Carolina anymore, but look at that card. This is a 6 of 99, which is pretty cool. A 5 um, patch card, not an auto, but man, this is a nice card. There's for the football, for the jersey, probably the pant, no, maybe that's a glove, and these are pant or jersey, but super sweet card. Let me see if I can sleeve that up. Now this one's a little bit bigger. This one may not fit because once again, these are supposed to be perfect fit. And they fit the smaller cases. No, you see what happened? It tore that one up. I do have a little bit bigger um, packs for these. What I use for these would be like team bags and stuff. but that is pretty sweet. Okay, let's keep going. Tyler Booker press proof, which is nice. Um, Diamond Hand CD Lamb. That is a beautiful card. Beautiful, beautiful card. Go ahead and sleeve this one up while we're here. Diamond Hand CD Lamb. Okay. And I got a few more. Let's see. Elite Series, Bryce Young. That's a good looking card. Aaron Murray. Okay, I got this. He's Georgia. The Jordan, nice little patch Aaron Murray card. Here's another Tet McMillan. The rookies. I love the shine in this thing. Look at that. The little checkerboard. It's kind of nice. Drake May on a chrome. This is a beautiful card. Here is another. No, this is Isaac Tesla. I sold a Tet McMillan card just like this the other day, but this is a patch, first year fresh, beautiful card. A little bit thicker card, just like that. Devin Funchess, or Funchess, I should say. Here's a Bryce Young, and this is the acetate. You can see my hand behind that. And then we'll finish off with a Drake May green press proof. So those Drake May cards are in great shape. Okay, so that's what we got this week in the mail, and very, very pleased with that. Let's take these out of the way. I'll leave those other backdrop up there for you if you'd like. And let's open just a few packs. We'll open 6 packs tonight to see what we can get. That will leave us with probably about 10 or 15 left in the box. We've got 6 packs here, and then we're going to call it a night. We'll open the rest of these this week. Okay, so let's see what we can find. Alfredo Griffin. Pretty cool little card. Scott Coolball. Okay, I do remember what I don't like about this. All the cards are all over the place. They're backwards and forward and upside down. Here's a Dwight Gooden. That's kind of cool. Jose Uribe. A lot of these were error cards because they had his. Yeah, he was actually born in 1959. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that says 1960 on it. Um, Kind of interesting. Okay, so let's just put a few stands up here tonight. We'll put the Dwight Gooden up there. We'll have him up. There we go. Okay, Rance Mullikins. Frank Viola was a really good pitcher back in the day. Mike Krukow. There's Rob Dibble. Steve Rosenberg. Matt Noakes. Bernansky. Vale. Tim Laudner. Ernie Riles. And Jeff Brantley. Okay, pack number 2. I tell you, these packs were really cool when they first came out. They were supposed to be like tamper-proof packs. They were just nice and glossy, and got a lot of attention that way. So let's see if we can pull a Griffey. Marty Pevy, Drees. There is a Roger Clemens checklist. That's kind of cool. So we're getting a checklist tonight. Gerald Perry, Kelly, Blankenship. Okay. I knew something was in here. John Orton. Sometimes they put these little I don't know, little holograph logos and stuff in there. Belcher, Samuel. There's another Noakes. Wow, already um, getting some dupes. Okay. So far, a little bit of nothing. A little bit of nothing in here. Already some more duplicates in here too. Okay, Schroeder, Nosik, Tony Armas, Ernie Whitt. Okay, there's Dave Parker. This is when he was with the the A's. He was a big time Steelers guy. Brian Harvey. I think Brian Harvey was. I think he lived here close as well, but it says Tennessee on there. Dobson. There's another Royal sticker. Usually give those out. If anybody's interested in them, let me know. Um, Rick is not right. He's Rona. Rick Rona. Okay, Ozzie Smith. Yay, Ozzie Smith. He was one of my favorite players. Actually, Greg Gadney was too. He didn't get a lot of love, but he was a good player. Good all around player. But that's back when the Twins, won the World Series, and I just like that entire team pretty much. Curly Puckett, Dagny, um, who else was on there? Was Viola on there? I think Knobloch was on there. Some good players. Okay, so let's go ahead and get there's the Yankees hologram out of the way. Let's see. Oh, there's a Don Mattingly. That's a good one. Jamie Moyer, Jeff Montgomery, Don Mattingly. Now, the Don Mattingly era says that it's missing. This was very off cut. You see, it's got definitely hardly none, no centering at the top or the bottom. Says it's missing like a copyright date or something. Mine says copyright right there. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it is missing the C. I don't know. I don't know if that's the era card or not. We'll find out. If it is, I mean, it's not like a huge amount. It's like a $6 card. Definitely can't grade that one because it's not going to grade well. Robin Ventura, okay, that's nice on the rookies. Oh, and one of my favorites, George Brett. So this has been a pretty good pack. Todd Zeal's pretty good. Dan Pasqua, Gallego, Tim Waldner. We got a couple of him already. Dave Righetti, great pitcher for the Yankees, and Dave Winfield, great player for the Yankees as well. I think Dave Winfield started out where with the Padres, maybe. Okay, two packs to go. Tim Raines. Tim Raines was a really good player back in the day. We'll put him right there. Brian Meyer, Ernie Whitt. There's another Dave Parker, Atlee Hammaker, Kelly Downs. Okay, some more dupes in here. Okay, here's the Braves for you guys who like the local Braves or kind of local. There's Rick Rona again. Larry Sheets. It's funny. These are already getting dupes in here. Okay, this is Sean and Dunston. This is not his. This is like his fourth year card, but he was a pretty good player. Darren Dalton. These are guys I remember watching as a kid, pretty much. Of course, in the '90s, I was not really a kid. I was getting ready to graduate high school. Okay, one of my favorites on the back, so that will end with a good card. Kevin Seitzer. There is Whitaker and Fielder. Is that who that is? Um, I don't know about Whitaker. I don't know who that is. Um, yeah, Lou Whitaker on the left, and who's on the right? Frank Williams? That may be Chet Lemon. I don't know. I don't know. Kent Marker. Kent Marker, rookie pitcher for the Braves. Kevin Elster for the Mets. He was actually pretty good. Don Ace. Jack McDowell. Jack McDowell, that was his second year card. Jeff Russell, our little insert is the Tigers, and you can see how off cut that is. Um, Musselman, Corsi, there's another Ozzie Smith, which is cool. Oral Hershiser, he's a great pitcher for the Dodgers. Here's her back. He played for the Twins during that World Series run we were talking about a while ago. Don Carmen, John Wetland, and Andre Dawson, one of my favorites. Andre Dawson. I sold an Andre Dawson card yesterday as well, so we'll stick him right there. Okay, guys. I hope you enjoyed um, today's episode of Collectibles Chat. I hope that it's kind of informative to you, but I'd like to grow this channel. So let me know who needs to be on here. If you have a collection, if you have a hobby, something that you enjoy, come be my guest on this show. I want to hear about your collection as well. And if you would do me a favor, please like and subscribe to the YouTube channel and please share it with all your friends as well. So thank you guys so much for being here. I will have another video probably tomorrow. And just make sure to check out the YouTube channel and you'll get notifications. If you turn on the notifications, you'll get those every time I put out a brand new video. So until tomorrow, everybody have a great rest of your weekend. Enjoy your evening, and I will see you guys a little bit later. Bye, everybody.